Yep, yet another book series I was obsessed as a kid. So yeah, the Captain Underpants book series by Dave Pilkey was another of those things my 11-year-old self was into back then. And the first time I've probably experienced the series was the 7th book. Captain Underpants and the Big Bad Battle of the Bionic Booger Boy Part 2, The Revenge of the Ridiculous Robo-Boogers. I never read much of the book, cause all I've read was Melvin being chased by the mob, and the two protagonists, George and Harold, travelling back in time in the time machine. But my first real experience with the series was when I was in my last school I attended, which included the 1st, 2nd, 4th and 6th book. And I suddenly got into it and became a massive fanboy. I also found out there were other books, including spin-offs and activity books. Oh, and let's not forget, like the other stuff I've talked about, I've made gigatons of drawings! And you can see I was a hardcore fan of it. So, let's jump straight to it, shall we? Starting off, we have the same folder I've showed you in my Diary of a Wimpy Kid video, where the first picture is of Captain Underpants and Greg angry with each other for some reason, and the next is the one with the fusions. Speaking of fusions, here's this picture. We've got fusions of characters like Captain Underpants and Dr. Diaper, Crackers and Diaper Dog, Captain Blunderpants and Carl, Robo George and the Harold 2000, Super Diaper Baby and Harold, Melvin and George, and Professor Poopy Pants and Zorks. Then, we have all the stuff Melvin Sneedly has, including his family, his pets, his inventions, his forms, as well as stuff that's happened to him. The next is of Captain Underpants What Ifs, where certain events of the series and the spin-offs would change or happen. Like if Captain Underpants was skinny, or if Glug had his unmentioned father survive from something, Deputy Doo-Doo and Rip Van Tinkle fighting, Kaiju style, Chief Gopper Nopper returning, Melvin and Poopy Pants changing glasses, Ook having a haircut, Lily having a baby brother, the Turbo Toilet 2000 throwing up, Carol drinking Coca-Cola, Granny Girdle getting pregnant, Wedgie Woman falling in love. Okay, some of these are pretty stupid what-ifs, but this one is interesting. What if P.T., the villain who first appeared in the second Super Diaper Baby book, turned good and joined both Super Diaper Baby and Diaper Dog to help them fight crime together, and changing his name to Diaper Cat? Yeah, I know. This was predating way back before he finally redeemed in the Dogman book, Lord of the Fleas. I mean, it's unclear if both of the heroes are aware that P.T. has turned over a new leaf. After that we have LOLs and fusions. And from what the title suggests, it's just a bunch of Captain Underpants memes and fusions in one drawing. With the fusions, there's Captain Underpants and Diaper Dog, Professor Poopy Pants and Ook, Diaper Dog and Sulu, P.T. and Diaper Dog, Crackers and Lily, or Lily and Sulu, Melvin and Wedgie Woman, whose name is not to be confused with this Melman, and Rip Van Tinkle and Deputy Doo-Doo. The memes, on the other hand, are absolutely nonsensical and aren't funny to begin with. We've got titles for memes like Inception, but not the movie Inception, which has Gluck screaming. Reception has Rip Van Tinkle screaming "No!" over something. I mean, reception means something being given or sent. Infection has Deputy Doo-Doo looking sort of annoyed, and he is infected with something? Oh, and we've got that haters gonna hate thing. Oh, and don't forget Super Diaper Baby saying, "Say what?" You can also see Harold doing the "You like Krabby Patties, don't you Squidward" face from SpongeBob. And Dr. Dr. Nappy, who's the British name of a character, put your nappy back on! Next, we've got all of the Captain Underpants villains, all the way up to the second Super Diaper Baby book, as I made this drawing in 2012. And then there's this, my concept of what the 9th book, the terrifying return of Tippy Tinkletrousers, would look like. We have the mob, who have finally caught Melvin when they were chasing him at the end of the 7th book, about to roast the boy, all because he was going to fire Misanthrope, annoyed the 2 ladies and getting them stuck in a tree, and broke the skateboarders' skateboards and spanked them. This just looks like the mob has gone too far, as they're attempting cannibalism and child abuse. I mean, Melvin isn't an evil kid, he's just a pest. Though, to be fair, he had no idea he did all of this as he swapped bodies with Captain Underpants, as he was called Captain Crappy the Underpants Kid. But what's this? The boy who tells his mother that whatever is happening in the events in the books, but the mother doesn't believe him, and here, he sees a pile of boogers, a metal hand, and some headphones, suggesting that this boy is turning evil and he's reviving the Robo-Boogers. Which, by the way, is called The Revolting Revenge of the Radioactive Robo-Boxers, as I misread it. Also, on the bottom, it tells that there's a sneak peek of Super Diaper Baby 3 and Duke and Gluck Jr. on the Yahoo Answers and Wikipedia, despite the former being non-existent and the latter being unreleased. After that, we have another supposed concept for the 9th book, and here, there are 2 dinosaurs for some reason. I think it's because of the teaser at the end of the 8th book, where Tippy Tinkletrousers is seen riding on his dinosaur chasing the heroes, and that the 2 dinosaurs have been sent to the present via the Purple Potty. I later found out that this scene would be later in the 10th book. Here we have George and Harold's most disgusting foods and drinks, which includes lemonade, slorange, slitzer, slumpato, spancake, tea, slapples, cookie, turd pies, potato, and skake. And poor Melvin and Mr. Crab aren't enjoying them. Then, we've got a drawing of evil versions of Captain Underpants as well as George and Harold. I know that Dr. Nappy and Wedgie Woman don't count as evil counterparts to Captain Underpants, but let's be real, Dr. Nappy wears a nappy as opposed to the main hero wearing underpants, while Wedgie Woman was given superpowers from the 3D Hypno Ring and the extra strength superpower juice. So here's this one where I drew from some book covers, and this one is of Captain Underpants defeating all of the baddies, and Melvin here with George and Harold as he's now with the 2 boys, and that he's part of the good guys for now. There are also supposedly revealed covers for both Super Diaper Baby 3 and Ook and Gluck Jr., which have not been made, and will not likely be announced. And here we have Captain Underpants about to fight off the villains. And we have text dating 2 of the books I've mentioned coming out in 2013 and 2014. Which they didn't. After that, we've got this, Captain Underpants and Dr. Nappy, and the story I've made. So the story is that George and Harold have brought Super Diaper Baby, Diaper Dog, Ook, Gluck and Lily to the real world by using the Patsy 2000, which was broken and never seen again. And then they changed history by travelling to the past via the Purple Potty, by giving Captain Underpants the power juice when he first appeared in the 1st book. This story is just boring and uninteresting, don't you think? And of course, who else wouldn't forget about Captain Underpants fusions, cause my 11-year-old self was obsessed with them back in the day. We've got George, Gluck and Super Diaper Baby looking like Cleveland Browns, Harold and Ook looking like Shaggy, Diaper Dog, Lily, Crackers and Zulu having the best combination ever, and Captain Underpants, Dr. Nappy and Captain Blunderpants. This. I don't know what else to say. Then, we've got the International Captain Underpants Race Stadium. And as my sister pointed out, international meant that the stadium was built all over the world, so that everyone in every country could watch. It's basically Captain Underpants characters as well as those from the spin-offs competing at the Olympics racing each other. There's this, and what the sequel to Ook and Gluk would have looked like. Including Lan being pregnant. I don't know what the story could have been, but what we could see, both Ook Jr. and Gluk Jr. are being sent in a rocket ship to fight off the aliens. Pretty cool concept, don't you think? There's also that, and here we have... Super Diarrhea Baby! With characters defecating and urinating themselves. And I had no idea this was a fetish! Even the two villains below agree! We also have a concept for keychains of Captain Underpants and Super Diaper Baby characters, which was before they became official, but not for Super Diaper Baby. And there's Captain Underpants competing at the London 2012 Olympic Games, which was probably big at the time. Do I even need to list all of them because there's too many? Just cut the chase. An animated special where Captain Underpants, Super Diaper Baby, Ook and Gluk fight a robot called the Ultimate Robo Troop 2000, which is said to air on the channel ITV4 on May 2012. Stuff that's going on, and some advertisements including cold diapers, The Adventures of Captain Diaper, written by Jeff Kinney, Melvin's Animal Translator 3000, and stuff I've listed on the back. New stuff, including what I thought the Robo Boxers would look like, as well as the third Super Diaper Baby book, Captain Stupid Pants, Crackers Lily and her mother Mog Mog evolving through time, and Captain Underpants and some Cartoon Network characters swapping clothes because I didn't have that channel but was obsessed with it anyway. Also, it's good to see PT cosplaying as Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy and Johnny Bravo literally being naked. Good God, there were so many drawings I've done as a kid. I mean, I thought I've done so many for the Mr. Men and Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but I was literally a diehard fan back then. And of course, I did watch the movie by DreamWorks, but I did not watch every episode of a Netflix animated series, as I wasn't interested in it that much. I mean, if I was a kid, that is, but still. And to those who are thinking, yes, I'm into the Dogman series as I saw PT having a change of heart and creating his clone son named Lil PT. And it kinda reminded me of that relationship I was into from 2014 to 2020, which you all know what I'm referring to. But the next one is different. Instead of covering one franchise, I'm covering some, just like what I did with VHS and DVD memories, featuring some shows I watched as a kid and games I've played. So stay tuned!